Imagine waking up one morning and hearing people talk about banks being closed. You pick up your phone to check your account, but the banking app won't open. You go to the store, want to buy bread, but your card doesn't work. You glance at the ATM on the corner. Out of service. Stores are open, but no one accepts your card anymore. Gas stations only take cash. Your rent is due, but you can't transfer money to your landlord. At first, like anyone else, you think, it's just a glitch, it will pass. But then you look at the streets. The atmosphere has changed. People are lined up outside bank branches, their faces tense. In supermarkets, cards don't work. People are paying with crumpled cash. Cars are packed with groceries. Breaking news flashes on TV. Financial system under urgent review. Then it hits you, a cold, hard truth. Your money isn't where you thought it was. It's not in your account. It was always just numbers on a screen. And now the numbers are gone. It might sound like a dystopian story, but it's not. This has happened before. And it happened in countries that were thought to be safe. Argentina. 2001. Years of poor management, growing debt, and IMF bailout packages left the government powerless. People tried to convert pesos into dollars and move them abroad, but banks couldn't handle it. The government locked the doors. They called it the corralito, or little corral. But for ordinary Argentinians, it was a cage. Cash withdrawals were limited to 250 pesos per week. Dollar accounts were forcibly converted to pesos. In just a few weeks, savings for retirement, homes and businesses lost half their real value. People took to the streets, banging pots and pans. Middle-class families thought to be secure were suddenly shaken financially. When banks close, money doesn't just vanish in an abstract sense. Bread, milk, rent. Everything becomes suddenly unreachable. To Cyprus. 2013. The European Union demanded a bailout. The government froze bank deposits. People woke up to find that accounts over 100,000 euros would be seized, literally. The ones who suffered most weren't billionaires. It was businesses unable to pay their employees, retirees, and families unable to pay school fees. Lebanon. 2019. Years of corruption and financial collapse led banks to impose capital controls. You could only withdraw a few $100s a month, no matter how much was in your account. People began storming branches, not with paperwork, but with guns. In every case, the same truth emerged. The money you thought was yours was actually under their control. Dukoksipa Waras. USA. 1933. During the Great Depression, President Roosevelt declared a nationwide bank holiday. For 4 days, all banks were closed. People couldn't withdraw cash. Businesses couldn't pay wages. Public confidence only slowly returned after the government inspected and selectively reopened banks. Think about it. Even the richest country in the world had to freeze its entire banking system to prevent collapse. The common thread, the reality. The common theme in all these events is this. Banks don't hold your money the way you think. They operate on a fractional reserve system. Only a small portion of deposits stays in the vault. The rest is loaned out or invested. If everyone tried to withdraw their money at once, the system would collapse, because the money isn't physically there. The system relies on trust. When that trust breaks, panic sets in. It's like a fire in a crowded theater. Someone screams and everyone runs.